Welcome to Investigating Hate Speech, a performance and research project by the University Students' Performing Arts Association and the Association of Linguistics and Language Technology. Today's performance is directed by Alex Vainik and features Sophie Staples and Hayden Grima, with sound design by Hair Milked and production management by the USPA Executive Board. This project is inspired by Forum Theatre, a form of theatre that develops primarily in Brazil towards the end of the 20th century, and one that granted the audience members control over the action taking place on stage. Don't worry, no one will need to be doing any acting except for the actors themselves. You will, however, be asked to volunteer yourselves at key moments throughout the performance, particularly when this sound is played. At this point, you will be asked to approach the keyboard right here, where I will guide you in making a choice from a select list of options that will alter and affect the sounds, actions, and events happening on stage. As the title suggests, with this performance, we will be investigating hate speech. The UN refers to hate speech as offensive discourse targeting a group or an individual based on inherent characteristics, such as race, religion, or gender, and that may threaten social peace. Most encounters involve three main parties: the victims, the aggressors, and the witnesses. Most encounters also take place in a series of stages, which I will explain as we progress. With this performance, we will be investigating in particular the use of metaphoric language in samples of hate speech, the process of othering the victim, i.e. of labeling them as something other than human, the role and agency of the witness in such encounters, and the physical, emotional, and psychological effects of being a victim of such encounters. All the texts you will hear on stage today are actual samples of hate speech used by real people, primarily when posted onto online forums and comment sections, though some have been slightly altered simply to improve the flow of the performance. Inspired by the science and Science in the City, this performance acts as an interactive experiment of sorts, and we kindly invite you to participate. Given the topic, at this stage, we would like to make a trigger warning. This performance will include simulated instances of homophobic and misogynistic abuse, as well as violent and hateful language and actions. The foul language, however, is limited. Please be aware, this show is preferably for mature audiences. If it is at any point upsetting for any members of the audience, you are welcome to step out via your exit right over there at the back. Please note that this performance has been created and rehearsed collaboratively with the safety and well-being of our performers firmly in mind. With that all said, let's begin the investigation. On stage are our two performers, Sophie and Hayden, and our sound designer, Hair Milked. Depending on the choices you make, one performer will be the aggressor while the other one will play the victim. The sounds played by Hair Milked will also depend on some choices made. Let us imagine this theatre as an open public space. Such public spaces exist in two main forms, online and offline. The only difference is that whereas offline it is hard to hide, it is much easier to hide behind a keyboard and the words one types into it when online. For our first choice, we will need to pick the offline location of today's encounter. Will our performance be set on a bus or in a cafe? I would like to invite someone to make this choice. Thank you. The option chosen was the cafe. What we also need to choose is who the victim will be. Will the victim be Ava, played by Sophie, or Paul, played by Hayden? The performer who is not selected will play an ensemble of aggressors. I would like to invite someone to volunteer themselves to make this choice. Thank you. The chosen option is Ava. This has been stage one of the encounter, distinguishing the other. Let's watch. Thank you.
bring real women back. Those who wear dresses, bear children, cook, clean, and don't talk back.
What we have just witnessed is the second stage, labeling the other. At this point, we must choose how to affect the third stage, attacking the other. You must choose between clap back at the aggressor, document details of the attack, or abstain. If you choose document details of the attack, you must write a short description of what you have just witnessed. I'm not able to tell you how each choice will affect the performance. I would like to invite someone to make this choice, please. Thank you. The option chosen is abstain. We will now witness the third stage, attacking the other.
I do not agree with people who say that women belong in the kitchen. Then how is the rest of the house gonna get clean? In China, women always think that they deserve protection from jobs. A well-trained bitch obeys its master.
In this stage, we will witness something most people are never able to witness. We will see the victim processing the attack. You must choose between clap back at the aggressor, calm down the situation, document details of the attack, or abstain. If you choose document details of the attack, you must write a short description of what you have just witnessed. I would like to invite someone to volunteer themselves to make this choice. Thank you. The option chosen is clap back at the aggressor. We will now witness the fourth stage, processing the attack. Finally, we will see what we can do after the attack. You must choose between offer support to the victim, where you must type a message of support directed at the victim. You may also wish to support them by directing them to any of the resources listed here. If you choose report details of the attack, you must write a short description of what you have just witnessed and take your report to the Malta police force. You may also choose to abstain, and therefore you must type nothing. I'm not able to tell you how each choice will affect the performance, and I would like to invite someone to volunteer themselves to make this choice. Thank you. The option chosen was offer support to the victim. We will now conclude our investigation with one more performance. Let's watch.